Hey, hey, hey. I know, we're trying to. Can you hear me now? You should be able to. This is my headset microphone. Kitty, please stop. Kitty. Kitty, please. Oh my gosh. Okay. Stop. What the fuck? You're so annoying. Stop it. You're going out. I'm gonna put you on this chair, but if I have to move you one more time, you're going out. Okay? So don't make me put you out. All right. I hope you all love my costume. Oh, okay. So here's, let's address the outfit first. All right. So, one of the things, okay, let me just kill the other microphone. Um, so one of the things that I've been thinking about doing and wanting to do is create some, just over time, I'm not in a rush, like little streaming outfits and streaming costumes and things for various different vibes, for various different games and activities and whatever. Let me fix my hair now that I'm actually gonna sit for a minute. Okay. And one of the ones that we've talked about, and this wig is not styled at all, but one of the things we've talked about is this like Victorian ghost motif. So this is um, this is the wig for the Victorian ghost. Now the outfit is not here. Okay, there's no nightgown. I've looked at 1,000 nightgowns at this point, and I just thought we're gonna make it in bad crafts. We're gonna make it in bad crafts. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna turn this sheet into a nightgown in bad crafts. So that is coming up, okay? So we've talked about in the past on the show, we have talked about how I want to sort of synergize everything that's going on. I hate using the word synergize. But I don't know what other word to use. But I want to sort of have it so that all the streams are kind of like supporting each other and like kind of like have relevance to each other. So that even if you're not interested in the Sunday Scary streams because you're not interested in horror games specifically or whatever, that like you'll still have Sunday Scaries experiences if you come to Bad Crafts or if you come to journaling, things like that. So one of the things that we're doing is we're going to um God. Yeah, exactly. We need to circle back, put a pin in it. Yeah. Um, yeah, interconnected streams, exactly. So the way I'm kind of envisioning the channel at this point is like a hub, like a community hub, okay? And so the thing that's going to be the same for everyone is that it's the channel, right? And that I'm the host, okay? But there will be the craft stuff, there will be the gaming stuff, there will be the journaling stuff, and a lot of it, if not the majority of it, is going to be live. Because another thing I want to focus on is that a lot of these things, they take time. Okay, it takes time to play a game from beginning to end. It takes time to turn a bed sheet into a dress. It takes time to create your own journaling system, including the notebooks from the ground up. Like these are all things that take time. They take resources, both time and money and whatever. And so, I do think part of the thing that like kind of is a negative side effect of social media usage is that we lose kind of track of or the concept of how much time things take. Like if I watch a 1 year transformation of my Victorian home remodel from start to finish or whatever in like 20 minutes, I don't have any concept of how much time it actually takes to, do a Victorian mansion remodel. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of like I'm trying to, is it like just keep it like very rooted in reality. And like, yes, things may get edited into videos down the line when they're finished and I have all the pieces and parts to them. Some of them I may turn into workshops, things like that. For anyone who's interested in like a concise, professional, whatever version of it, those are all just question marks. Um, but this is kind of like my ideas as I'm building it out. That's just what I'm thinking. Um, so I think that that's like, I'm like Tamara and her 365 buttons. Is this a Tia and Tamara reference? I don't know. I don't understand this. Um, okay. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking. So welcome to the channel. Sorry I was muted. I'm your host, Rin, and this is Sunday Scaries, a show that we have on Sunday nights where instead of being scared about the week ahead, we're scared about whatever game it is we're playing together. And so tonight we're going to be playing Silent Hill F. And before we continue with that, I just wanted to mention some stuff I learned about the the game or that affects the game. So I'm very interested in, so this is the first of one of an outfit we'll build. And the outfits I think are going to come to us organically, okay? So that's the other thing. In terms of building a costume closet or whatever, I'm not going to try and like make a half dozen costumes. I mean, I'm a little bit ahead because I already have so many wigs, but like I'm not going to try and build out an entire costume closet, just like all in a weekend either. So we're going to like slowly build everything. And so I'm hoping that there'll be like, it'll be a rewarding experience from the point of view of the audience member as you see these things get carried from one stream into another and ideas that we all bounce off each other becoming real and things like that. So I'm hoping that that is a rewarding experience. And of course, all of this is subject to change. None of it's locked in. We may like go in different directions. I'm just kind of interested in where like it organically leads us. But anyway, so y'all know I'm very interested in names and the etymology of names. And so I decided to look up what the meaning of Hinako is. And I've learned a few things. The first thing I learned is that ko on the end of a name just means this is a girl name. So you can take a word in Japanese and add ko to the end of it, and now it's a name for a woman, basically. Okay. So Hinako is just means Hina, woman. Hina means young bird, little chick, but it's also the name for a type of doll in Japan. An ornamental doll called Hina Matsuri um, that are used in a festival um, to honor girls called Girls' Day that represent delicacy and grace. That's what these dolls represent. So, um, like, if you look at these dolls, okay, if you, and I'm going to put the name of the dolls, I'll put it in the chat so that you can see it, and then I'll highlight it so it's on the screen, so it's on the video, the recording. But they're Hina, oh, I had to turn it off. Hina Matsuri. Okay. So this is it here. This is the dolls I'm talking about. Okay. But so her name means little girl chick, little girl bird, young girl chick, or Hina in Japan, because of its association with this festival, can also mean doll. So her name quite literally also is little girl doll or girl doll. So there's definitely like an interesting context there because what ends up happening is I now am thinking to myself, those dolls, because there are dolls, okay? There are dolls in the game, lots of them. And in particular, there is a girl doll that are that we seem to think is possessed by our sister somehow, or the spirit of our sister is speaking to us through this doll somehow. Okay. But now I'm wondering if we are literally the doll and we're just talking to ourselves. Because the other thing is, last week we learned that we have two personalities. We have two people living inside of us. One of us is a schoolgirl and one of us is a woman who's out to like burn the world. Okay. So, so it could be the voice that we hear that I have been assuming is the older sister who's talking about, I'm going to destroy this and that. And, it could be our sister, it could be us, could be this other woman, this woman inside us. So I don't know. So that's all very interesting for me. So that's some of the stuff I'm thinking about going into the game. And then the other thing I'm thinking about going into the game is this. So I Googled reviews on the game. And one of the things that I was interested in was um, difficulty in combat and things like that, and whether or not people are liking those things and what difficulty people are using and things like that. And I think we may not be on the easiest setting, is what I've learned. So I'm going to take us back to the title screen so we can look at the options. Brightness, preset, motion, colorblind, running, camera sensitivity controller, invert, language. Silent Hill F. Change difficulty. You have to change it. If you have repeated game overs, it'll ask you if you want to go down. Okay, so I can't change it. Okay. All right, so we're stuck with whatever I chose at the beginning. Essentially, I think that we are on the medium difficulty instead of the easiest difficulty. Because one of the biggest complaints that I saw about the game is that there's a pacing problem in that there's a lot of combat in the second half of the game and people don't appreciate it. Even people that generally liked the combat in the first half of the game, which of course we do not. So if we do run up against an enemy that's frustrating, I'm just gonna let it kill me over and over again until it offers me a lower difficulty, and then we'll just do that. Okay. So with all that being said, thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay. All right. So let me just make sure. So Jenny's here, got her face mask. Erin's going to pack and journal. Yes, I was muted. Sorry, I was muted. Um, yeah. Yeah, this is very super serious wig. It's 42 inches. It just keeps going. Look at it. Very serious wig. Very serious wig. Yeah, I felt like it had Silent Hill vibes for sure. Yeah, the road just was like, let me just die. And then this is Kitty. She had a lot to say. Unfortunately, we just don't speak, we just don't speak her messages. So yeah, exactly, exactly. Error. Steph is gonna be a knitter. Knitting again. Okay. All right. Game audio is loud as. Oh yes, it is. Sorry, everyone. I did have to turn the game audio up earlier because my audio issues started with me not being able to hear the game audio, and then after I got that fixed, then I couldn't speak. So here we go. Thank you, Jenny. I'm obsessed with you. You are also so cool, and your journal spreads are beautiful and amazing, and I long to be like you one day. Which reminds me that my journal did come in this week as well. So that's here as well. Yes, please send me outfit mood boards. We'll think about it. Maybe the games will give us inspiration and maybe the wigs and all of that. So yeah. So we'll see. Okay, is the game audio if the game audio is chill for everyone, we'll just continue on with my sleeves. All right. This is a Stalogy. It's the Stalogy editor. Okay, in the A5, I think. And if it's not A5, it's a half sheet. All right, so find Shu and Rinko. Okay. All right, so we're looking for them, but the other thing is they did tell me that we had a journal update. So I'm just looking for, here it is, me. Oh, there's not a single extraordinary thing about me except maybe being tall for a girl my age. I used to be in the track and field club, which is probably why I'm better at sports than most girls. I guess I got used to running around a lot when I was a kid since I preferred playing with boys. I will admit I can be quite stubborn at times. I don't like accepting things that other people decide for me, even if it's the right thing to do. Okay, well that statement seemed a lot more innocuous earlier in the game. Earlier in the game, it was like, I'm sure it's frustrating for you to feel like that. But now that we've learned what we've learned, that definitely seems like her not accepting things could be very serious for everyone else in the town. More than once, I've rebelled and made the wrong decision only to regret it later. Unlike my sister Junko, who was always the golden child, I've been a handful ever since I was little. My parents told me that I never listened to a single word they said. I'd make my mom cry and my dad furious. But Junko was always there for me. She understood me. She looked out for me. That's why I love my sister and have always done what she's asked of me, or at least I've tried. She would smooth things out between me and my parents, which made life in that house a little more bearable. That is, until she got married, of course. And now I've always despised people who tell me how to act just because I'm a girl. She was different though. Shu was different though. He was the only one who ever understood me. We were perfect partners. I considered him a true companion. As we got older, the pressure from our parents got stronger. Even still, Shu never stopped treating me like his equal, regardless of my gender. There exist two Hinakos inside me now, Shimizu Hinako, who I have known since birth, and Hinako, a woman who is trying to steal my body from the old me. It's like an alien is trying to take over me. If this were Space Wars, my partner should be coming to the rescue, but there's no sign of him. And I'm like, is this just puberty? Are we just really going through it? The hacksaw of puberty right now? Like, does she just, or is she actually being overtaken by an evil entity? Like, you know? All right, let's find our lame friends. It wants us to go through the door behind us, so let's just do it. Okay, so the plan's to meet at his house. So, once again, we're going to be going through town, looking for some kid's house. Protecting us or trapping us? I need to move my hair a little bit to see. Just a little bit. I need to see just a little bit. Alright, we've got chocolate. Maybe they had no choice but to go on without me. Yeah, and I know that that paper has been a little, like, people are kind of like, since 2024, it's been a little bit weird, or people haven't liked it as much, but supposedly whatever was causing that issue has been resolved per the company. So I looked for a source for the paper and loose leaf so I could make my own journal, and it's just really still like very difficult to come by. So I've been I decided to just get this notebook because it's almost just a blank grid notebook that I can do whatever with. There's just a place to indicate the date of your entry at the top of the page, and that's pretty much it. I'm sorry, something urgent came up, so I can't come with you. Just trust me and continue down the path we decided. I'll get everything ready and wait for you. Okay, so now we have one of these. Hold on, I'm just gonna. We have one EMA, so we can upgrade one thing. I think we should just upgrade health because that's the only one we haven't upgraded yet. So I think that's just kind of seems like the main answer here. And then let's see if there's anything we need to enshrine that's like a super high value thing so we can make some inventory room, because I think we're at probably, yeah, we're full on inventory. I would say maybe the tea. So let's go ahead and do the tea. And then the rest of it, we'll just worry about it later. Oh no, we should save the game though. And let me bring myself back. I mean, I hear a monster. Let's look at the map. Okay, so we're still at the middle school. Where does this kid even live? That's our house. That's the evil girl who threw us down the stairs' house. That's the candy shop. That's the 500 yen girl. Nothing circled. So I guess we're just hoping for the best. Wait, where am I? I'm over here, right? Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're probably going to have to go towards the west there. But I'll check this area out first to make sure we're not missing anything. I heard her get up. She's new. There's been an update to her design. Oh, wait. You know what we do need to learn how to do? Is use the sledgehammer. She's so, yeah. All right. So the sledgehammer, let's walk with it for a bit. Let's try to use it. All right. We can't go through that gate, but we can maybe go. And the main thing that we learned is that we can't take damage while we're in focus mode with the sledgehammer. But That will damage the sledgehammer faster. Okay, so now that we have a little bit more map, it looks like we need to make a little loop around this boulder or structure or whatever that's right here, and then maybe go north and check out what's above us. So this little structure, ooh, what's this? An axe! I obsessed. All right, so this is the little thing that we want to kind of run around in a circle, I want to say I'm doing. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Ooh, we've uncovered another little... Okay, so the axe is another heavy weapon. Ooh. Forgot. You can get stuck. This has changed. Is it him instead? Okay. All right. So we know we can get up that way. So I think we need to, the direction that we're currently facing, we need to go back east and then northeast to go up into that little dogleg looking thing. Bandage is good, but you know what I really need now is a toolkit. Because you know what? I love the knife. The knife is great. But the knife is delicate. Okay, so we need to go this way. But one of the things that people pointed out when I was... Whoever finds that, please immediately, there's here, I beg you, help. Okay, so... Wrong way. Remember that I'm not just audially challenged, I'm also directionally challenged. Empty. Do you hate me? One of the things someone said about the combat that I think is very true is that the combat has no reward. There's like no reason to do it. All the combat does is drain you of resources. And that's true. That's how, like, that is how it feels. Like, all I'm doing is just losing my stuff from having to repair my weapons and repair myself and all of that. So, like, if they occasionally dropped something, that I could use. Like if they drop those little wooden cards or something, I might not be as like kind of annoyed by it, but a lot of people were talking about how it like keeps the game from being too scary because you're just kind of annoyed all the time. Okay, I support this very much. I support this very much. Yeah. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for content on the other side of all of this. I don't think it's coming back. I don't think it's coming back. Mm-mm. Yeah, they're getting grosser for sure. They're getting grosser for sure.
相棒を放ってどこ行った
Rabbits or no foxes? Hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this little island, see if there's anything here. No. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Okay, so I'll loop back around so that I don't miss anything that was maybe on this path versus the other path. And now we're back. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting better at navigating. Look at me. Welcome, Momo. Thank you for joining us. Will you be providing us emotional support or will we be providing you emotional support? I bet when this village isn't covered by monsters, it's very cute and pretty. Come on. No? Okay. All right. It's more like he's made of kids. We think that's Shu, our baseball bat friend, or at least representative of him. Oh, right, so when I'm focused, you don't wanna attack me? Okay, fine. Where are you, gross face? Yeah, exactly. I have learned from reading exotic herbology that makakura is made by grinding up the seeds of kosuo, an extraordinarily rare herb. Kosuo is notoriously difficult to cultivate as it requires a very specific environment in which to grow. Rarely found in the wild, this precious medicinal herb is so prized that it has earned itself the title the flower of the gods. According to folklore, the herb can give one the ability to converse with the gods, visit their lands, and awaken dormant powers. With the manifold divine experiences this herb is rumored to provide, it is no surprise that legends talk of kings journeying to find it under the belief it holds the key to immortality. When ground, its seeds are said to smell of peaches. Hmm. Interesting. It looks like ultimately I need to go. I mean, I suppose that's the middle school, right? So ultimately, I probably need to go to the northwest corner there. So I need to go to my right, basically. Yeah, here we go. And I can go under the bridge or around. I guess we'll go around in case there's stuff to pick up. I mean, bandages are great. I need a friggin' toolkit. Before my bestie iron pipe or lead pipe
これが
breaks.
壊れたらどうする
I know, but what do you want me to do about it? We haven't had a toolkit in a long time. Wait. Hold on a second. I think I might actually be carrying a toolkit. I don't think I think I may have forgotten what a toolkit looks like and what I do have a toolkit. I don't have a first aid kit. Okay. Well, we've got knife, pipe, axe. I think we have to do pipe because the knife degrades so fast. All right, now we don't have a toolkit. Greatly decreases the amount of stamina consumed when sprinting during fights. Oh, well, that's nice. If we find a shrine, can I change those outside of? Right now we have increased max stamina, Deal additional damage when using weapons with high durability. Okay. So we can switch that to max health. Or decreases stamina. I'm going to change it to... maybe we'll go back to max health. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we came up here, went back there, okay. And now we're gonna go to the right. Hang to the right, okay. I locked our sanctuary to protect it, but don't worry, I have the key. I'll be waiting for you at the mountain refuge. I won't let anything hurt you anymore. I'll protect you until the end of time itself. I'll stay by your side until death do us part. Head to the mountain refuge. Okay, so now we have a location. It won't open without a key. Red capsules. Okay. All right. Damn, candy's everywhere. Wait, what's that circle? Oh. But wait. Is this a different building? Should I backtrack? Or go up the mountain? What am I trying to decide? Or is that the same building? Should we go back and check that out? Ugh. Okay. Okay, so I died and they died. All right, so we're back here.
おや、衆たちがいるかも。
Okay, so we think that the keys might be in the shed. All right, so that's why we wanted to go back. All right. Okay, so she jumped out of there. Let's just run to the shed. Oh, that did not actually help me. You can jump down. Okay, so I need to go right. Just run, 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 run.
衆たち、一体どこまで行ったんだ。
Yeah, this is the thing. We may, if we get to a point where there's like a really hard boss, we may just let it kill us over and over. That's Metal Feet Girl, right? She really does. Like, it's just so. Yeah, we definitely do have a weird gross boy monster. It's one of those stapled together doll monsters, but also a boy. Oh wow, she just fell over. Girl, what are you doing? Pull yourself together. I'm actually just gonna let them kill me. So I can just go back where I was and not make this mistake of running the wrong direction and having to do all this backtracking. Plus, maybe if we die enough times, they'll be like, hey, do you want to go down a level? Okay, so. Alright, so we're gonna go to the shed, look for the keys.
シュウたちがいるかも。
I did die. I haven't died in a while. Toolkit. Okay, so from here, right, we just go down, yeah. I just stepped on a candy. The view's great, isn't it? I've always wanted to see it with you. You're probably all right if you've made it this far, but just to be sure, you're not being followed by anyone, right? This is our own private sanctuary. We don't need anyone else. Oh, God. And with a mask. Not just any mask, the mask from the beginning of the game. Run, 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 run. Nope, keep running. Don't stop. Correct. Alright, this you can jump down.
シュウ、リンコ。
Run to the shrine. Pray your little booty off. No Ema available is sad. But while we're here, we have a dried carcass to enshrine. So at least that we can offer. Oh no! Ooh, I hope they feel better soon, though. Yeah, why are they always so juicy? You know, so gross sounding. All right, here we are at the shed, everyone. Ooh, a crowbar. For crafting. It's a bit short, but it's also tough and potentially deadly. I think we gotta lose the knife. Much as I like the knife. Okay, we got the key. You've come such a long way. You're doing so well. You don't need to worry about your silly old mundane world anymore. We'll break free from all of that here. Welcome to our sanctuary. The others are overjoyed to have you as a new addition. Okay, so people these notes could be from. Shu, just because he's super weird. The serial killer, if the serial killer's not us. I suppose also the serial killer, if the serial killer is us, and we're just leaving notes for ourselves. And then Fox Mask. Possibly the town folk in their little cult, that the people that don't worship Fox Mask who want to sacrifice us to Fox Mask. I mean, it could be all like it could be a lot of different people. So that sounded very close. What the hell? Jesus. The liquor. No, no, get away. Get away. Oh no, I have no stamina. Okay.
こんなとこに置いとくなんて。
Okay, so we are down here at the shed, and now we're gonna have to run all the way back up to the gate. Now I imagine, yeah, of course. How about I just go to hell? How about that? Yeah? I can't believe she's so weak against these boards. All right.
嘘。
Okay, so if I go straight and then left for a minute. Okay, okay. Stairs. Oh, nope, wrong way. Oh, I think I'm about to die. Yep. I think we have to go left and under the bridge. I can't go under the bridge. This is gonna be annoying, I can tell. This is gonna piss me off. I'm gonna start saying mean stuff about the people who need to see me. and what they can do with their body parts. Honey, not right now, Celestial. Get away. Oh, good. I'm stuck back here. Here we are at the place where I always get totally screwed up. I guess I'm just gonna have to go all the way around. I'm not gonna be able to go under the bridge. It's not gonna be a faster to do this. All right, and then we go back up, and then whatever, dude. Okay. All right, next time we're just gonna run past it and unlock the gate. But dying a bunch of times in a row could be ultimately good if it's like, hey, you're really bad at this game. Would you like to play it on a easier difficulty? But I fear they're not gonna give it to us. What if I just stand still and let it kill me over and over and over again? Do you think this will count as like a difficulty lowering type of boss? Okay. Okay.
消えた。ちょっと休憩。
Escape the fog monster. Okay, so
れで終わりだよね。
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Um, well, we know his house is up the hill, so let's just keep going straight ahead and kind of go explore around a bit. We got a shriveled tofu, so okay, now we have so much faith. I want to say we have more than we. I mean, we could draw these, but I don't know how much, like, I think that they're doing anything. So, oops, no, let me camera on. So I'm gonna leave it for now. Okay, so now I'm a little concerned only because they've kind of wanted us to go, like they've been kind of hurting us.
この神社、昨今地の古い
Ooh.
神社か。昔は栄えてたみたい。火事があってからは人が寄りつかなくなっちゃったって聞いた。
Ooh.
これってお供え物？
All right, let's go get rid of the dried carcass so it doesn't take up an inventory spot. Okay, so when we crossed from like the normal world where the fog monster was, which is our like cursed village, I guess, into the sacred area, which is our friend's temple. And this is the friend that we've killed, I want to say 3 times. We've killed her the most of all of our friends. Um, but like she was another person that we identified in the game as wanting a masculine role from life, and not being able to do it because of not being male. Um, so that's kind of interesting that we are finding maybe a little respite here. But also, I think these are the people who wanted to drain our blood, or at least that's what we learned in the library in the other realm. Oh no, what happened? Did you get banned? Did you get auto-botted? Auto-botted? Auto-modded? Yeah, do you kind of wonder if we're in hell?
親睦朽ちているけどかつては
I
立
mean,
派だっ
it's
た
still
んだろう
pretty
ね
impressive. Look at that thing. Oh. Yeah. It was like, what are you talking about? Are you a weirdo? Are you trying to do torture and stuff? Okay, the legend of the sacred sword. Here we go. It is said that Ebisugaoka was a hidden village that once served as refuge for defeated soldiers of the Taira clan. Unfortunately, evidence to support this tale has yet to be found. Still, Ebisugaoka shares many cultural similarities with those of other hidden villages, and it is my belief that this tale is true. According to other local legends, the soldiers who fled here vowed to exact revenge upon the Minamoto clan and restore the Taira clan to its former glory. Upon swearing this oath, they buried the sword of their deceased leader at the base of the great tree that protects this land. It'd be a historical breakthrough if we could find that sword. Okay. Well, I would love to find that sword. I'd be more than happy to do that. You hear the sound the tree's making? Did I ever run back here to see what was going on? Oh yeah, that's back up the hill. Okay. Do I have anything to enshrine? No. And which one did you try, Jenny? The one with the K? Was that it? Itch. Okay. All right. Up we go. so there's like a whole bunch of stuff behind his house that we cannot get to.
ここに繋がってたんだ。
What do you think Shu and Rinko have been up to this whole time? Just like chit-chatting about, hanging out?
Shu! 相棒！私だ！
All right, we got a front door key. Prescription for my partner. Hinako began complaining of headaches in middle school. When I tried pinpointing their root cause, things always seemed to come back to stress arising from her poor relationship with her father. In other words, she is suffering from tension headache. I first recommended that she use over-the-counter medicine, but soon she started asking for them more and more often. I don't like the thought of Hinako developing a reliance on such drugs, so I switched her to traditional Chinese medicine that uses kudzu root and peony, as it should put less of a strain on her body. That said, I know the real reason she comes around so often isn't just because she's looking for medicine, but for a place to air her grievances about her father. As my grandmother always told me, you can greatly improve the flow of someone's chi simply by listening to their troubles and empathizing with them. Hinako was thrilled with the medicine I gave her and said it worked wonders, but the truth is that wasn't the medicine alone. I want to hear out all her troubles and concerns. I mean, that's my job as her partner, right?
Shu...
It's giving.
とりあえず家の中で2人を待つか。
Codependent. If they're just in here drinking tea, I'm really gonna be so annoyed.
シュウ、リンコ。シュウ。
What the? Is the fog monster a werewolf? What the hell? I mean, that was still annoying, but like now, what the? What is this? Oh, here we are
ここから先
again.
は大きな苦痛を伴うことになる。
What's his earring?
いいえ、私は恐れません。
では行こう。ここでは3つの儀式がある。
The doll. Run, hurry, there's no going back.
「姿が見えなくとも一緒にいるのを感じます。頑張ります。あなたにふさわしくなるように。
There he is at the end of the hallway. You can see him just a little. The note from the doll is gone. Okay. Wow. Let me just pause it here for a second. I mean, I'm trying to think what to do because it's midnight and like I felt like the town part went pretty quickly, but I don't know. Like, I guess my question is if the last time we were in the spirit world took so long that it was like a whole episode all by itself. And I just don't know. Let me see if I can find any like idea of the length of the chapters. And see how like if this is a long. Okay, chapter list. So we just did chapter 8, Ebisugeoka, fourth visit. And now we're doing chapter 9, which is the main hall of the Dark Shrine. But it doesn't say like how long to do it, but let me see if I can find out. I'm going to see if I can find out how long chapter 8 was. Chapter 8 is a standard segment within the game's 8 to 10, typically taking 1 to 2 hours. Okay, so now let's find out chapter 9. "45 minutes to an hour." I don't know what to do. I don't know if we should do a chapter a day or what. Let's just find out. Reach the ritual chamber. Let's
行こう、ひなこ。
Hinako.
はい。
With my trusty spear. My trusty spear. Oh no. Quit while I'm ahead. Do you think we should save temples for when we're fresh?
この壁
Yeah, let's see
なん
what
か
is up
妙
with
だ
this wall. That's us, right? Is that a picture of us? I know. I love how we're still believing in him. That's true. You are. I mean, if it's not like immediately obvious how to move on, I might just save it for when I'm fresh because. Okay. There's like a hallway. We're talking about they're talking about in the chat um moving to a place with a lot of earthquakes. Growing up, we had an earthquake warning bird, and it was my mom bought it in Hawaii, and it was this hand carved bird that was like very wobbly. It would tip over at like the slightest, like even if you stomped, it could fall over. And it was like to give you enough time to know to get into a doorway in case the earthquake was going to be serious or to get under a table or something like that, you know. It was like just to give you just enough time to move. Um, I wonder if she still has that thing. It was kind of cool. Very low tech as well. Although now they actually have actual warning systems. So I think in Hawaii it was for was it for earthquakes or volcanoes? I don't know. You know what? Maybe we should save it. And maybe we should just quit while we're ahead. No good has come from silent hilling angry, as we have learned from some of my spicier outbursts through the through the time. So, because this looks like it's gonna be a project. This looks like it's gonna be a project. So maybe we will quit while we're ahead. We don't have to go like super hard every week, you know. Um, so yeah. Oh, let's check the journal. Aaron's favorite part is the reading, so let's check the journal and see if there are any updates. Okay. There's a Dark Shrine update. Oh, just the blob monster. Okay, so this is Sakuko's shrine. Sakuko says that the custom of putting old tools to rest is called the Suko Mogami phase. During the course of history, it somehow fused with the Inari faith, making it a special religious view of Ebisuge-oka. The only shrine in town, Senensugi Shrine, was, as its name suggests, worshipping a thousand-year-old cedar as its divine tree. After living to see 1,000 years, it was praised as divine. And then once the divine tree turned to ash, it was time to worship the next oldest thing. Sakuko reckons that it just so happened to be the moss-covered Inari statue. I heard once that there was a shrine in shambles near Shu's house, but I never knew it was here. Shu told me back then that there's treasure at the roots of the divine tree or something. Sakuko once told me that this place is where the real Senensugi shrine is. Carry not any memory of what has come past. Beyond this point, lay all here upon the pedestal. First, the door shall not open to those who harbor regret in their hearts. Oh, and that's about us destroying Shu. Hmm. Quiet. You're very, very annoying. Okay, so this has been another episode of Sunday Scaries here on Sorry I Was Muted. I'm Rin. We'll be back next Sunday with more Silent Hill. Well, we will focus on this shrine. And I don't know when we're gonna do a bad crafts because, or on the nightgown, because I'm probably going to need my sister's help with that, so I'm going to have to coordinate that with her. But like I said, I do want to do that. It's part of my like overall philosophy for the stream kind of going forward, and the sort of community that I want to create here of like people who are makers and like creatives and also have chill vibes. That's really it. That's the goal, you know. Makers, creatives, chill vibes, people who want to be chill, that sort of thing. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my first ghost iteration. We'll see how we end up with in the end. And we will be back next Sunday. So, Aaron, will you be watching the next stream from the Pacific Northwest? Will you be in um will you be in the Twilight Zone? I'm glad I think I'm funny because I can always entertain myself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. You sure will. Yeah. Okay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you for that. For that for you. Yeah. Oh no, you will have real Sunday scaries. That's sad. That's sad. That's sad. But but more like Sunday Twitters, you know, Sunday butterflies, right? Like that's sort of that's sort of that's sort of scary. Oh, your last Sunday in Alabama. R.I.P. Alabama. You should have been cooler. You should have been cooler. Yeah, yeah. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sure I'll see you around. I'll try to, when I get the bad crafts to make this, like when I get it scheduled, I'll schedule the live then so people know it's coming. And yeah, as always, just notifications on is going to be the best way because other than 10 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays, which is when this show is, so 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Mountain, and 7 p.m. Pacific is it's all up in the air. It's all up in the air. So thanks so much for joining me. This has been Sunday Scary support stream on Sorry I Was Muted. Bye.